Hello and welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I saw this for free on Steam and I had to. I just had to. But before we get into it, let me just say that I've actually managed to buy myself a webcam, and a good quality one at that. So I might actually start using that in some videos, especially if it's something that requires a reaction like horror or thriller or stuff like that. But I also want to let you know that I've set up a bit of a streaming thing going on over on Mixer, and I'll put the link to that in the description. Simply because if I want to do a video on a game that's really long, like I want to get a good feeling of it. So like I want to do a video on Blasphemous since I kickstarted that, and I really want to see, I really want to play it and see just how, how it's improved. But I don't want to just do it for like a 20-minute video or so. I want to do it for a long period of time, like a good couple of hours. So if you're interested in that, just feel free to keep an eye on Mixer, and that will be up probably on Tuesday. I'll be doing that. So yeah, but in the meantime, let's get on with I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Now I don't know how long this game is, but let's see, shall we? Right. I'm looking forward to this. This just looks hilarious. It's a game made by KFC themselves. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, looking for about everything that awaits you at the Cooking Academy of Learning. My mind begins to wander. No, I'm taking this shit seriously. I better make sure to prepare for the first day. You bust through the morning checklist, you clean your teeth, hairbrush, pits deodorize, nothing can stop you. You grab a biscuit, strut out the door and head to class. Fucking love me a biscuit. That doesn't look like a biscuit though. That looks more like a scone. University of... Yep, okay. Here comes the lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Hi, Miriam. Good morning, Captain Pussyfeather. Oh, I didn't get cut off the S. Oh well. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Hell yeah, I am. Actually, I'm... Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? That's sad. Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from the quicksand box. What? Why the fuck was there a quicksand box? Alright. It's been clear to me that you've been the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy of Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3-day semester. Jesus. Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. There's summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. That's creepy. Perhaps you should pep talk her. Give her a fucking pep talk. Remember last month when we saw the fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? Pretty sure that's the devil. I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Right here. Either that or Colonel Sanders. He's a pretty handsome man in this. And I'm pretty sure you will soon. In no time you'll be graduating, you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all, and if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. No. No, I can't. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch-rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Alright? Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Captain Pussyfeathers alone. Shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make her feel better than everyone. Ashley's fit, though. Like, Ashley's fit as fuck. She's thick. Look at that. Thick. Anyway, if anyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. That doesn't make sense. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight that you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van? Oh, God! It's like, yo, Rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people like you to attend. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. I gave him a really stupid voice just for the fun of it. Within the first day of school about to start, there's no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. It's a pull. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Oh, God. Hi, Pop. I'm Captain Pussyfeather. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? No! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? No, he was fucking... I think it's just you. Absolutely just you. You both shrug before following him in. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable. Oh my God, this is the professor. It's a dog. But why is it a corgi? I've never thought that corgis could cook. So I'm a little confused by this, but okay. Now I have to think of a name for this voice for this one. Oh God, it's so hard. I have to try and remember all the voices I do, and I always get confused, isn't it? Now, settle down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute cup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Uff. What? A dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. How? Explain to me how. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Oh, Colonel Sanders. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? And it's like, it's him. It's... If it isn't my If it isn't my favourite student, Ireland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. How am I meant to do the voice of Colonel Sanders? I have to think of something smooth and suave. It's like, please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over... Oh, fuck. What was the voice for Ashley? Is it... Oh, this is the thing. I do voices, and I always forget which ones they are. I can only keep track of, like, 2 at a time. Oh... God damn it. Oh well. I'm just gonna roll with whatever voice happens because I can't remember. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Fawcett Pitts melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We're in the same kindergarten class, and what is with your really weird insults? Besides, when Captain Pussyfeathers sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I'll just clean myself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. The classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class and get some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world, the birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future. And many challenges await you. There's gonna be tears, there's gonna be blood, and there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when it's all said and done, there'll be a battle. You'll lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then another student. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I'll really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you keep uttering one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring to. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. I don't... Okay. It's just like an episode... the oddity to this is the fact that it's like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode. Everything's just fucking bonkers. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation of being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. Question. In my pocket, why the fuck is there a beef treat, a rubber ball, and a chicken snack? Do you know what? I'm going to go with a chicken snack, because this is a KFC game. With the chickens. His favourite, yes, chicken snack. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student. The Fury Professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm dog drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but paying no mind to them. If you wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treats on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Captain Pussyfeather, there's a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Fuck, I kinda wanna go sit with Sanders. He's suave. But then I also wanna try... I don't really care too much for Miriam, but I kinda wanna try and bang Ashley, if this is a dating sim like that. Fuck, I don't know. Sit by best friend or sit by Colonel Sanders? Oh, I don't know. What do I do? Best friend, Colonel Sanders. 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 The only thing to do is flip a coin, because I can't decide. Right. Heads is Colonel Sanders. Tails by best friend. I know you can't see me flip the coin, but you're going to have to trust me that I'm flipping a coin. Heads, Colonel Sanders. Wait, was heads Colonel Sanders or best friend? Fuck, I can't even remember. Hold on, let's do it again. Heads, Sanders, tails, best friend. Heads, Sanders. Right. Sit by Sanders. You take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thank you for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you're ever going to get the feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you sit on your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. Time for a pop quiz. Yay! A quiz about me. That's incredibly important, and a surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at the culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is travelling to point B and train B is travelling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to slam dunk. Oh, we feather. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Spork. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat or pancake that looks like a silly face. No, pancake is with a silly face. Absolutely. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's the best boy. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Ah, that's not bad. Total score 4. Only one wrong. No, oh, I thought it was Sprinkles talking. Only one wrong. Not too shabby. You might just do all right, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. Ooh, Sanders. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. That was a really short day. Okay. Cafeteria is nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. Delicious fragrance wafts through the room, tickles the end of your nose, your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, howdy folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh! Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, shh! In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. But he's a student. Why is he... Okay. Indeed. That smell... You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but whether the rumor is true is this. Colonel Sanders lives in a large KFC. Its contents glimmering light. Piled high, huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? He's like, what, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Sure. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got 'em good. He looks around nervously to see if anyone is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what a zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. I ship Ashley and Sanders, because Ashley's fit and Sanders is handsome as fuck. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Sanders. She realizes that she is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any... I'll take his. Wow, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in pure exhilaration and acts unimpressed. Looks like he's turned into Broly. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on the moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and then everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense, you become wrapped up in them, and unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertip connects with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Captain Pussyfeathers now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over! Game over! Game over! Okay, let's try that again. Game over my ass. I just ate KFC and went into another dimension and just let myself disappear. Alright, I'm not going to do the voices again. I've already done this. It's about lunch. Yeah. Yes. Oh my god. Alright. I'm going to try and identify every flavor. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, and deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? I like that. They just blanket. He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use. God, that hurt my throat doing that noise. He tried to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. Fuck's sake, I've died again, haven't I? You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by lunch. No one noticed that you've travelled through time and space. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders sighs ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel... Oh, no, I need to take a drink of water. My throat hurts. I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me talking here. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you search. And definitely isn't the flavour you tasted before, but now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared! While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find him outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality towards him. Neg him! Okay. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to... No. We're going to be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavours were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savoury and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Captain Pussyfeathers. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson will start soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where all the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they'll ever need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations, and possibly Colonel Sanders. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over you, but you're unable to control yourself. You pounce on Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Captain Pussyfeathers. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay. Who do I want to be Miriam's partner? Clank! Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of this school even is. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt. Tissue, I hardly know you. Clank judders and panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two are going to be fine. I hope she gets together with Clank. That would be hilarious. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes two flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you want to suggest to your partner? Steak tartare seems easy enough. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm gonna have to go with the mash and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one with that. I forgot that KFC did that, so that was the perfect. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beetroot red. Embarrassed, you turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does anyone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. If I want to bang him, I will. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off of my man. Did someone call for me? Ugh. No, jeez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Captain Pussyfeathers' dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friend. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Captain Pussyfeathers was struggling, so we offered to lend him a hand. You know how it is. I've changed my voice for her again. Actually, no, it looked like Captain Pussyfeathers was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. 3 young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say Colonel Sanders I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get to my level. Ah, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for the Colonels if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie. You always, I'd get Miriam. You turn to Miriam as soon as you find yourself sensitive. Look back to you. The girl's friend in need radar, second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you're sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Captain Puss's Feathers is my partner for today's activity. Look for Sprinkles, in fact, we might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Damn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise that in the tension of your moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hands. He holds a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders, just getting me hot and bothered with this picture. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in the crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaving sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the forks full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Oh, Van Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Oh, alright there, Captain Thirsty Feathers. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Canor has potatoes, face. Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hands. Okay. Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, placed on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you all will look on in envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. I may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! He died! He died! He died! Oh, that's fantastic. Why does the ghost have a nose? Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the... Oh my god, Pop. Pop winces in pain for a moment, then is immediately back to his normal self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch his final moments. The class bell rings, disrupting everyone snapping back to the room. But Pop's enthusiasm for trying, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Is it? Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up and it's by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? For real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school buildings take on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. You now might be the perfect time that you're already developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Captain Pussyfeathers. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I'd be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And since that day, I've been working toward that dream day and night. Never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes, floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. I'm forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy. You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Someone says you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh shit. Okay. The Spork monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Of me! Because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Brilliant. Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love! Does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fuck it! I'm gonna attack again. Cook with love! Does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'm going to attack! What attack will you use? Cook with love! At this rate, this semester will probably be over before the fighters. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork, you monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive. Defend! Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You curl into a ball. I'm not cut out for this. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile. He's like, vile villain. Your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Finish him. I don't know. Do I finish him or spare him? Finish him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. You ready your final attack? You'll never survive my student dead lone destruction. Student dead lone destruction! Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Captain Pussyfeathers. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have it signed out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from the battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Okay. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used... And then there was that secret ingredient that the Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, eh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Okay, I'm going to have to stop it here because I think I've been going on for way too long. But I've had a lot of fun with this. That turn-based fight sequence was just fucking hilarious. I've loved doing the voices of this as well. I'm probably going to do another video on this, but this will do for now. This will do for now. Yeah, no, this is free on Steam. Go play it. Honestly, this is great. This is hilarious. Like, this is the kind of marketing that companies need. This is fan. I'm not a huge fan of KFC. I'm gonna say that outright. I eat it and it tastes good at the time, but then I feel ill afterwards, and it doesn't mix well with my stomach at all. And to be honest, I do find the chicken a little bit bland at times, but I've got to say, like, with this game, it has made me want to go buy some, chicken legs from KFC and just plow into them. But this is the kind of advertising that companies need to go with. Like, I love this. Like, this is fantastic. And I have a feeling that companies might go this way, but I just don't know whether they'll ever be able to top how funny this is. But anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you stick around. If you like what I do, feel free to check out the rest of my videos and subscribe, or you could check out my Mixer channel, which will have I have something on there. I played State of Decay with my friends the other day as sort of a test for it, so you could have a watch of that. But in the meantime, yeah, stick around, and the Blasphemous on Tuesday on Mixer. So yeah, catch you guys later.